We've actually got a fresh pot of coffee. Poured into a cup. It's the Monday morning show. This time recorded actually on a Monday morning, which means you might be getting a little later in the day. So it's like your Monday evening show. Don't worry about it. That's actually part of what we're talking about today. It's me, Ken Napzok, here on my YouTube channel or on the podcast side. I think I've had some problems over there loading audio up. That's great. When you have a podcast and the thing you use to get your podcast out is like, yeah, audio, we're having problems right now. Check back later when your career doesn't depend on it. The show is me looking ahead to my week and seeing what struggles on the inside and maybe some on the outside might be there for me and how we get over them, or what are some of the victories? What are the things we're looking forward to? And this episode exists because I wasn't going to let myself off the hook. My Sunday, which I normally record, Monday morning shows is really recorded on Sunday afternoon. Hollywood, right? Oh, the magic. I had a day, actually, this happened, a Monday morning show not too long ago was about this. My recording schedule, my shooting schedule on Sunday was messed up because of my neighbor. He does this work and he's working on this car, some like 68 Mustang or something. It looks great. I'm so happy for him. But he makes so much noise. And he has like a high pressured, water hose thing for washing cars. Like he's an actual car wash. And he has 4 cars, so he has to wash all of them. Anyways, it happened again. My shooting schedule on Sunday was delayed. Then I had some things I had to get to, some people I want to see. I was like, I can't do a Monday morning show. I'm just going to have to skip it, which is something I've done in the past. And look, we always talk about being kind to yourself. I'm not going to force it. Wasn't good. Wasn't going to do it. But then I woke up today. I was like, no, we set a goal of getting episodes out, really keeping the momentum going on what I'm doing around these parts. And I do love doing this show. And you guys have always reacted so nicely to it. And I'm not going to let myself off the hook. And that's the lesson for today here in this little tinier episode because, well, I do have things to do on a Monday. I'm not going to let myself off the hook. There's a difference between being kind to yourself and, hey, taking the foot off the gas and resting, all those things. I'm really a fan of that. But that can easily turn into what yesterday turned into. I didn't find the time to do my work. I didn't find the time to do the thing I've kind of committed to you, the audience, or me, the creator of the content you take in. I know, we hate that C word. So here we are. This is kind of a meta episode. I'm here because of the lesson. The lesson is here because of the show. We're through the looking glass here, people. As I look ahead to my week, there's a lot of things I need to accomplish, a lot of things I told myself I was going to do, a lot of steps forward I need to take. And it would be in my nature to not do all of that and try to justify it, to not do all that. And say, what if we do this over here? No one will care. If I miss an episode, no one will care. If I don't email that person, if I don't follow up on this, it'll be okay. Nah, this week we're gonna see it through. I'm gonna continue to put myself in the best position to find success, succeed in finding that success. I guess that's the same thing, huh? Find success and succeed. Let's take a sip of coffee then. Now, this week I'm going to do good. I'm going to do good by myself, and that's what this is about. We all have that ability to let ourselves down, and then maybe complain about it afterwards, or maybe feel lost afterwards. And that's often been me in the last 11 months, maybe me in the last 25 to 27 years. Start something, see it through. Doesn't mean it's going to be the thing that you thought it to be. It doesn't mean it's going to be the thing that it's going to change everything. But don't let yourself off the hook. There, I could end the show. 4 minutes. We're done. No. And I don't know why. I'm trying to analyze that. I'm in a period of analysis. Self-analysis. I'm in therapy. I've started little baby meds that are actually working. I'm proud to report. I feel a difference in how I approach my tasks and how I get my tasks done. So that's good. So we're going to carry that forward. But in analyzing why I've been in this position for most of my career in my life, it has a lot to do with letting myself off the hook, which might be based in self-esteem. Like I said, if I feel as though I'm going to skip doing a Monday morning show, it's not a matter of I feel guilty for letting myself down or letting you, the audience, down, as much as, I mean, that's there, but it's mostly like, yeah, no one cares anyways. And that's at the root of this. One of the big things I'm working on is this process of actually challenging the thought you had. What's behind that? All right, you had this thought. I don't need to record my episode. No one will miss it. No one will miss me. There's the root core of it. You feel you don't matter. You feel as though nothing you're doing is truly heard or seen. Now, that's not true. I have a solid audience here that does want to hear and go through this together. So why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way about yourself? Not letting yourself off the hook is really more just about showing up for yourself. And then in turn, others, right? Then in turn, growing, succeeding, achieving goals. Yay. All those things we can put on a whiteboard behind us at an inspirational work team meeting. But I woke up this morning, and for the first time in a long while, I said, no, we've got the time. We've got the time to not sit down and record some sort of episode. Isn't about the audience. It's about what you feel about you. I said this to myself. I might have even been pointing in a mirror. I didn't. I wasn't. Pointing in a mirror might be a good thing. So here I am. And again, this is not going to be the longest Monday morning show. This isn't going to be the deepest. This is just me holding myself to task. But I'm going to carry that forward this week. So where are you in your life? Where are you this week? What are the things you're like, yeah, I've got to get done, or I've got to face it? And if you let yourself off the hook, if you pull back, what's the reason for? If you made some bold decisions in your life recently, and it feels right, and it feels good, though it comes with struggles, it comes with fear, it comes with doubt, those things are going to be there. I'm not saying smash through them like we're some football player going through a brick wall. By the way, do not suggest anyone tries that if you're a football player. Gus Frerotte knows that feeling. If you know, you know. Show up for yourself this week. That's all I believe. Show up for yourself. And we'll check back in at the end of that. All right, so that's the lesson. But we're not necessarily done here. I want to give you your money's worth. I do want to address the fact that I feel really good right now, even though there was no floor beneath me when it comes to occupation, the pursuit of occupation, the finances, the pursuit of finances. I'm still on such unsteady ground. But as I've said on shows and I've said to people in my life, I feel stronger mentally and emotionally stronger than I ever have before. I've been in therapy before. This is a commercial for therapy if you can get it, if you have access to it. And if you don't, find that friend, find that trusted confidant. They might not have the degrees on their wall, but maybe just hearing what they have to say or you being able to talk about it will help you. I've been blessed to have the ability to have meds. Trying that for the first time in my life because I wanted to commit to it. I wanted to give myself that chance. And you know what? No side effects have set in, which is always a great fear. I barely feel any different, except for when I sit down to start tasks. Suddenly, I find that it's actually done and that I haven't got up and wandered. I haven't opened up 13 tabs on the internet to distract myself. I've actually sat down and got the work done. It's pretty amazing. But last week, I also fell a little bit because I do have still such an uncertain future. So last week, middle of the week, I had a breakdown. Stress, tears, panic. I handled it better. I was able to get back out of it better. And it was a lesson I learned that, again, we're going to carry forward. That is that, I would not describe myself. I kept saying it to people. I'm not happy, because happy is temporary, but I was feeling happy. And I got some great things in my life going on right now that do make me feel happy, do make me feel appreciated. But last week was scary because I've done all this work and I've been on this journey for the last 11 months since my life changed in April of 2025. And I'm finally climbing out of it, and it feels good. And I have clarity and I have inspiration. I share a lot of it with you all here. So why the hell, number one, am I still struggling for $1? Why am I still struggling for people to even return emails to me about possible jobs? I don't know. And then why did I still lose my brain over it? Why did I still lose the plot a bit, break down in tears? I think the squirrel saw me cry. And I think in a weird way, I actually liked it. In a weird way, it was a lesson learned. That the journey, the emotions, the struggle are part of it. And I wouldn't want it to go away. One of my fears for years on taking any kind of med, and I don't, understand the world like other people do. One of my fears was, well, what's it going to do to me? Is it going to change me? Am I going to lose who I am? And for some folks, maybe that's the case. For other drugs, maybe that's the case. For what I am on, I keep calling it a baby starter drug, but it's a med. It hasn't been that, and I'm glad. So I'm glad I had that breakdown. I'm glad I had a reminder that you need to have those moments, or you will have those moments, and you'll still be okay. The tears, the frustration, the anger. I had a lot of anger yesterday because of my neighbor back there working on his car. I hope he gets that car done and he just drives it cross country and I never have to hear that goddamn car again. We want all of our emotions. That's part of the experience. So last week I fell. This week I'm getting back up again. I'm holding myself to task. I am not going to let myself off the hook. So we did this episode. I got a lot of episodes to record this week, and I hope you're all there for it. And I hope this helps. I do appreciate it. I'm not just fishing for comments. I mean, like and subscribe. Leave a nice comment. I don't think these episodes are ever going to explode like wildfire over the internet. But for those that are listening and those that are on this journey with me, I do appreciate hearing about it, whether here or in the Discord. I also apologize to YouTube channel members and patron supporters. When I do get these episodes out late or do them live like I did a couple weeks ago on Monday, you will lose your early access. I apologize for that. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Got some ideas to really make that Patreon page explode again. And I just got to not let myself off the hook and do it. Right? You're all great. If you're kind of new here and you're remembering that movie talk guy, that Star Wars Jedi Council guy, yeah, here I am. It's a different style. But I'm glad you're here. Stick around. See you next time, friends. Bye.